This time on the Gadget Show Web TV, John's trying out the GTrek II GPS logger. Hello and welcome to this week's Web TV. Today, John's been looking at a device that can pinpoint where you've been on your travels and then plot your route on Google Maps for you to look at when you get home. Pretty clever, hey? It's called the GTrek II GPS logger.
Now, we're used to sat-navs that tell us where we are and where we need to go, but here's a device called the GTrek II that has a slightly different emphasis. Its role in life is to record where you've been. Now, it's very tiny, it's got a built-in rechargeable battery that's good for about 25 hours of use, and you'll note there's no screen. The idea is it records all the data and then you interpret it when you get home by connecting it up to your PC. Now, to operate, it's very, very simple. When you're ready to start your journey, you slide the switch over to the log position, and then it automatically starts recording information. The little orange light on the top, when it starts flashing, it is recording and processing that information. You can set it to record where you are every second, every 4 or 5 seconds, or even 5 times a second if you need that level of information. It's a very sensitive GPS receiver, so you don't need to hold it around like this. You can actually put it in your pocket and you still get a signal. And if you want to record an additional place mark, you can press this button in the centre. The orange light goes red and you've got that additional point highlighted on your journey. In this case, obviously, I'm marking the position of this very nice heritage road sign. I'd love to know where that is in the future. The supplied software means you should be able to geotag your photos easily after you've been on your walk, for example. Now, there's a rather attractive looking post box. I might want to know where that is later, so let's see if it works. Once you get back, you hook the GTrek up to your computer via USB, open up the GTrek software and download the data. It gives you a summary of what your data contains. Here I've got over 5,000 logs from an hour and a half's walk, which is pretty good going, and I've used about just over 4% of the device's internal memory. Then you'll find immediately a map appears of your journey. There are different coloured sections of the route depending on whether you're going on the level, going uphill or going downhill, and you can change your view, so you can also get a graph of altitude, how high you've been and how fast you are going. You can even get it to calculate your lateral and longitudinal G. The best bit there, I think, is the logo up on the top right of the control box. Click that and your route opens in Google Earth automatically, showing all your place marks. Actually, geotagging photos through the software is a little bit more complicated. You have to synchronize your camera's time with the UTC time recorded by the satellite data. And once you've got the two in sync, then it analyses where you were on the route when the particular photo was taken, and it's actually got it more or less exactly right, actually. There's the picture of my post box, and there's the picture translated to the point in my route shown on Google Earth, and it's almost exactly right, so that's pretty good. I can also get Google Maps to show my place marks. Here they are, and that should coincide with the location of my heritage road sign. Oh yes, it does. Exactly. There are any number of other uses, of course, besides walking. You can use it in cars, in planes, even while you're skiing. And because it can do that 5 Hertz recording, that's record where you are 5 times a second, people are even using them on car and bike track days. Here, for example, there's a recording of a bike going around Mallory Park racing circuit, and the supplied software helps you animate the journey in Google Earth. Now, GTrek haven't got this market all to themselves. In particular, you can get lots of applications for phones, many of them free, that do a pretty good job of GPS recording. However, I do think the GTrek has a number of advantages. It's very small and discreet, it's got very good battery life, and it's free to use once you've bought it. There are no data charges or hidden subscriptions to consider. Now, I know the software is a bit of a work in progress, but I think it could be very useful if knowing where you've been is important to you.